Well now, that's getting quite a bit of hay. Talk about hay, hay, hay. I've been making a lot of it. I think I got pretty much my whole property cleared up, cleaned up, ready to go. Now I do have precision farming on here, but it's too far into the past, and I'm too poor to get the soil analyzed, so we're just gonna go with whatever it is. Ooh, missed a couple little pieces of hay here and there, but so, and looking at the calendar, we can plant, hold on here, wheat. Yeah, we can plant wheat. We can plant wheat right away. I'm thinking that might be a smart thing to do, because we can feed that to the chickens. Yes, sir. We plant it nice and early. I'm going to assume we can harvest it in July already next year. I don't think I'm going to bother plowing it. I don't think it needs to be plowed. According to my data. Yeah, it's not red. So I think we can just cultivate it and plant it. And I'm also going to go with all natural again. No herbicides or unnatural. We want to go organic. I want to be an organic farmer again. I like that little extra challenge to the game. So yeah, I think we got to buy a cultivator. This one was tempting, but this one's just a wee bit wider. I think we go with that one. Get it ready for seeding. Come on, we need colors to match here. Come on, come on. Gotta keep that red theme going. There we go. And we'll leave them gray, I think. Cultivator is ready. Now, what do we have for seeders? There we are. Ooh, we got the old classic, which is 3 meters, and I'm thinking that's probably the one we're going to end up using, because these are all pretty narrow. That is definitely too new. Those I'm not sure about the year. And definitely ain't using them. I'm thinking we're going to stick with the classic here. It's always been reliable in the past. Let's see, I think we can maybe pick both of them up. If it ain't too wide, I think I could maybe back the seeder onto the back of my low loader and hook the cultivator to the tractor and hopefully haul it all in one shot. If I can't, well, then I guess I'm making 2 trips. Either way, I want to get that wheat in the ground. That way we got wheat, food for the chickens, and straw for the cows that I plan on getting in the future. I want to get as much as I can possibly get accomplished in every month and in every year. Okay, we definitely want we gotta take the tractor with him because I know I can't pick up that cultivator without the tractor. You need to come with me. Hopefully I can get this home the way I think I can. Got this area all cleared out for the new barn. We're a little short on the fundulations for the barns. I might have to take on one more contract yet, but I want to get the wheat in the ground first. Not sure how many laws I'm breaking here. I'm sure I'm breaking some kind of law. But it's definitely possible to do in real life. I know because I've done stupid crap like this. We adapt. We make it work. One way or another. Hey, it saved me an extra trip to town. One way or another, we make it work. think we got a pretty good setup going on here. Why does that say barley? I don't want barley, I want wheat. Make sure we get that set on the correct crop. Holy man, jeez. This thing definitely can, definitely got lots of planting options here. Alright, that should be all set and ready to go. Now I was having second thoughts on the way home. And I haven't decided yet for sure. This is a grass field yet, and while this will kind of bust up soil, it wouldn't bust up grass very well. So I'm kind of tempted, because I feel like I might be cheating by using this. I'm very tempted to go back and get a disc. I just want to see what this is going to do first. To me, this feels a little bit cheaty. Like it's not fair, you know what I mean? And you know what? It ain't working anyway. So, looks like I'm going back to town. I don't regret buying this. I mean, this is a handy thing to have, but the game is correct on this. You would not, technically you would not bust up soil with that. But there is a thing called a disc harrower that will. Is this on a 3-point? Yes, it is. So that means I gotta take the tractor back to town. Spare wheel? Nah, it costs an extra $100. Do we need the triangle? Nah, we need to save money wherever we can, but we do need the colors to match. There we go. Alright, I guess I'm going back to town. So much for saving a trip. That's what makes this challenge fun, is these little quirks, you know. Like, okay, this technically don't work, this works, this does work, this doesn't work. Let's see. You know, it's kind of silly dragging that around town. Let's get this out of there. Ugh. And, you know what, let's put this in the shed for now. I was carrying it with me just in case I ran out of twine. I didn't want to... There we go. And I do believe I have an extra bag of seed in there in the back of the truck I can do something with. You know what? It's not hurting anything in there. Alright, let me go get the proper tool. Doing that sketchy thing again. Hey, it works. I don't know how else to get things home with a 3-point hitch. The truck obviously doesn't have a 3-point hitch, and I'm not driving 14 miles an hour or whatever that H does. 15 miles an hour. 50 miles an hour is slow enough with this old rusty clunk truck. So, you know, it's a little sketchy, but again, I got it home.
You know my motto in traffic? Cop didn't see it, I didn't do it. I'm gone!
It works. Ah, well, let's dig up the ground so we can replant. Hope so, otherwise I don't know what else I'm going to do. We got more than enough hay and grass, so we don't need any more grass field. This needs to be turned into something other than a grass field. So let's dig it up. Yeah, that's what we need. Chop it up. Beautiful. I'm actually kind of glad that the game didn't let me use that other style, because again, that's cheating. Plus I'm driving over the neighbor's crops. I'm already breaking enough rules. This is working out very well. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Ah, look what I discovered. I was like, I didn't waste $800, did I? No, I did not. See, the disc busts up the clumps of grass, and this does the fine-tuning. This should be more than plenty ready for planting. I like this. Very nice, very nice. Alright, we got something going on here. This should all work just fine and dandy. Very nice, very nice. No, down. Stay down. Alright. And the few little bits of hay I did miss, the disc is chopping that up also, which is nice. It's all working out very well, very well. No problems whatsoever. Until there is a problem. I'm sure I'll run into a problem sooner or later. There's always a problem, but for now there's no problems. That is beautiful. All set for seeding. It's going too well. It's going too well. Something bad's gonna happen. That's what always happens. Things go too well, then something bad happens. It always does. We plant some chicken food and some cow bedding. Cow bedding and chicken food all in one. How convenient is that? Let's see, I do believe we're set to wheat. Unfold seeder? What's the unfold? Okay, well, whatever. Well, as long as it puts seeds in the ground, that's all I care about. Ooh, that's going to be hard to tell. Boy, it's just ever so slightly a little bit darker brown than the other brown. Well, isn't that lovely? Our first crop is in the ground. One little sliver left here. All right. Alright, let's double check everything. According to that, the yield should be good. I don't know, I'm not real super familiar with this precision farming thing. It's a mod I had to download in order to play on 3J's multiplayer, and I didn't remove it. I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So I'm learning.
Whether or not you actually want to use it. So what is precision farming? Well, it's a way to kind of monitor and track your farming a little bit better, to be more efficient with liming, fertilizing, other features such as that, including seeds, to be able to do better as far as taking care of the environment goes, and may allow you to use less resources to take care of your crops, therefore saving you money, and it may allow you to increase the price at which you sell your crops. So pretty cool mod, and there's not really a lot you have to do different compared to normal farming, so I think it's actually pretty cool as far as all of it goes.
Alright, Alright. It is the next day. I educated myself a little more about this precision farming thing. I am way off on things. First of all, this ain't. But this part of it is kind of more or less... Well, in order to figure things out, you have to have data on this field. Now the sensor probe is obviously too futuristic, but you can, now that I know how this works, you can purchase a soil sample. It's going to cost us $2,000, ouchie, but we can just pretend someone came out and did it for us. There, now we got some information on this field. Okay, it is loam sand, or just loam soil type. What I'm after is, yes, pH level. That is a problem, and so is nitrogen. So, okay, now we got, yeah, see how it says pH level bad, nitrogen bad. So it needs lime, it needs fertilizer. It's going to need rolling. Not sure what I'm going to do about the weeds yet. I kind of wanted to try to stay organic as much as I possibly could. At the very least, right now, we can definitely get it limed. So that's my goal. Liming and rolling for sure I'm going to try to do right now. So, I did a little bit of looking. Where is that? There it is. I think I'm just going to get that little fart for now. I experimented with this one off camera and that one. Or no, not that one. That one doesn't do lime. You got to be careful. You got to make sure you get one that does lime. These are too heavy. As soon as I hook them to the back of my H and try to fill it, it just pops a wheelie. So that's a problem. And I'm not quite ready for my 8M yet. So I think we're going to have to do it the hard way. It's going to take a little time to do it. I think we're going to purchase this. Can we get color matching, please? It'd be kind of nice to color match things. I like to color match things when I can. That looks much better. There, that don't look half bad. It's a small field, so I don't think it'll take too long. Okay, now we're going to need some lime. I think we can buy it by the pallet. There we go. I'm guessing it's probably going to take at least a couple of them. Let's buy 2 for now and see how that goes. Let's see. What's the quickest way to do this? Well, let's go get the lime. And then I think I'll pull the spreader home separately. Hey, fool, did you forget something? I sure did. Kind of hard to pick pallets up without something to pick the pallets up with. Oopsies. Alright, I managed to get everything home okie dokie. But you know what? Instead of hauling that back and forth... Oops, I must have shut that off. I don't know why I'm being so inefficient about things. Let's do this the right way. Let's buy a second one of them and just keep it at the store. Did that make a little more sense? I think it makes a little more sense. It's only $200. There, now this one can just stay here to unload. And I won't have to fight with it getting it on the trailer. Alright. You know what? That can just sit there for now. Alright, let's see about getting this limed. I got this funny feeling I'm going to have to buy a couple more pallets of lime. Lime usually goes fairly quick. We'll see how it goes. But from what I learned on... when I was learning about how this precision farming thing works, it does vary the rate. See how it says deactivate automatic application rate? So it may or may, depending on how much the field needs. It's quite a unique thing, this precision farming. I kind of wished I would have got into it a little sooner. It's a bit to learn, but once you learn how it works... Okay, unfold. Why is there no on-off button for this? Unless it just automatically kicks in when I hit the field. Guess we're gonna find out. Yep, it does. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, it's sucking it down pretty quick though. Okay, that should... Oop, it did automatically stopped. Okay, good, 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 good. Good, good, good. I like that, how it automatically stops. I like that. Oh yes, we're definitely buying more lime. A lot more lime. That is disappearing quickly. Very quickly. Well, how about that? Nice and green. I think it's what it's supposed to be. Says it's perfect. All I gotta worry about is fertilizing. I do plan on going organic with manure and slurry, but we don't really have manure and slurry right now, so maybe just for the first time I'll fertilize it with fertilizer. I don't know, I ain't decided yet. What I do know I think I need rollers. Yep, says needs rolling, so let's go get some rollies. What a clanky, noisy ride this was. Woo-wee, bringing these babies home. Anyway, if you want to know what I bought, oops. Yeah. It was kind of a toss-up between these two, but I like these because you can always get bigger, wider. I've used these before. They're very handy little rollers. You just, as you expand, you just keep adding hitches to them. Very nice rollers. Used them before. Pretty handy. There we go. Now we can do a bit of rolling. I don't know if this will make the lime go away or not. Nope. So it's going to be a little hard to see where I rolled and haven't rolled, but we'll do the best we can. There's a little bit of a visual there. Plus I can always go back to this map and it should tell me... Okay, yeah, it'll tell me where I missed and where I haven't missed. I could have swore I put the no rolling mod on, but maybe I didn't. Or maybe it's not functioning, I don't know. Ooh, that doesn't turn very nice. Look at this. I can stay organic. I can just buy my manure. Awesome. I got this figured out. Now I wonder if I can spread that with my little spreader. Well, first things first. I'm going to buy... Let's buy... Should I buy one or two? I don't know how much it's going to take. I'm going to buy one for now and just see how it works. But oh, I'm so glad I can stay organic. I forgot about the manure pallet I had. I had. All right. Let's go see if we can pick up some manure. See if that can spread it. If that cannot spread it, I'll have to buy a manure spreader, which is okay. I got to get a manure spreader eventually anyway. You know what? I need to get that bag of seed out of my truck too. I've been dragging that around for I don't know how long. Let's dump it in the seeder. Oops. You! Come on! Come out of there! Put you in here. There. Okay, here is what I did. I bought 5, was it 4 or 5 pallets? I think it was 5. I bought 5 of these pallets. I was going to haul them home, and I thought, you know what, eventually I'm going to need a manure spreader, and I got this funny feeling that that other spreader, it's so small. So we're just going to buy this, because I'm going to need it eventually. I don't know if one load's going to cover that field or not, but we're going to find out here. I think I can get away with this. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be the smarter route. Even if that other little spreader worked, I would have been filling it constantly. There we go. Might be a little strange, a little odd, but I think it's going to work. And I can officially say that I'm still fully organic. Yeah, this precision farming is definitely a new experience for me. I was so used to doing the double rate and all that, but I kind of like this better. Apparently it applies it to the rate it's required. Let's see, well, I'm going to get a good run at this. I'm not sure how wide it is, but I want to try to keep it more straight than when I did the lime. I'm hoping one load will do it, but I don't know, we'll see. Well, it's got to be at least this wide, ain't it? Oh, can't see. Oh, it's pretty wide actually. Okay, good, good. Looking good, looking good. Might require 2 loads, I don't know yet. Too early to tell. It's going down kind of fast, but not super fast. There we go. Got a pretty nice wide spread on it. Okay, I don't want to miss any spots. Might overlap a little bit, but nothing major. How perfect is that? It was just enough. I got a little bit left over even. I gotta see how this is. Perfect. good. Nitrogen good. Might need another layer, I don't know. I'm still, like I say, I'm still figuring this precision thing out. Well, I think I've done everything I possibly can with this field, with the exception of weeds. There's a few random weeds here and there. Or there was. Yeah, there's some weeds here and there, but small. So I'll see what the next stage of growth happens, and then maybe I do got a small hand weeder I could use. But in the meantime, I did find another small bale contract I'm going to tackle and see if I can make enough money. I would like, before advance time, I really would like to get my barn put up if possible. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to take bale contracts if I can get them and make money. We got a pretty good setup going on here. Well, I'm kind of running out of contracts here, so as much as I'd love to get the barn up this month, I think I'm going to have to go ahead a month and see what other job opportunities present themselves. Here we go. And nice thing is we don't have any interest payments. Just property. Ooh, I could definitely take care of these weeds. Now, why isn't that wheat should have popped up by now? Oh, gotta wait for the map to update, that's all. Okay, so we do got a few weeds. I don't know if I'm gonna do them by hand or if I'm just gonna skip weeding. Still thinking about it. Alright, contracts. Do we have any better contracts now? Okay, that's still too big. Definitely too big. Way too big. Oh. That's not a, that's an opportunity. Oh, we got lots of contracts. Alright, which one's closest? $74. I think 74 is really close. 74 is right across the road. Okay. We're definitely going to take that contract. Just got to double check. Mow grass, dry, tedder. Take the animal dealer this time. Okay. $13,000. That's a wrapping one. Why can't that one be a baling one too? That's all right. At least we got something. Okay. Ooh, do we got any eggs? A little bit. We do got a little bit of eggs. Alright. Let's go make some more hay. Maybe we can get a barn up this month. Getting fuller. By God, it ain't gonna take long. That tarp's gonna fill right up, I think. Alright, I have $77,000. I could probably do a few more contracts, but I really wanted to put up a cow barn, but here is the situation with this map. I've run into this situation with other maps too. My plan was to only feed hay, which means you only get 70, or was, no, it was only 60% production on this map. It's 40 grass, 60 hay, 80 silage, 100% TMR. Now I was just going to go hay, get 60% production, because, you know, there were dairy farms in the 50s, only fed hay. You didn't get the greatest milk production, but you did get something. This is one of those maps, unless you feed TMR and do 100%, there's nothing else. If I try to feed hay, it's 0%. I really don't have the technology yet to do silage unless I do the silage pits. Them ground pits, which I cannot stand because you got to compact them. They're just a pain in the butt. So yeah, there was a cheap silo pit here somewhere. The other option was, but it just looked... I could, because the silage does work. You do get that percentage, but hay, no matter how many days I advance, the production and health just stays at 0 when I only feed hay. So I did an experimental test. If I feed silage, I seem to get some productivity, but the only option I have is one of these things, and this just doesn't look right. So here's what I decided to do. Who says I have to do dairy cows in the 50s? If I wait until at least the 60s, where I get, you know, my silo blower and get all the proper silage equipment, plus there's really not an error correct TMR mixer. Where is the TMR mixers at? The closest I could get to looking somewhat old and decent is one of these things. This is small, but it still looks like something that it's not something you would get in the 50s. So I'm going to hold off on dairy cows for now. We have sheep. I'm thinking sheep is the best way to go because I got tons of hay. And maybe a little later on I could do pigs maybe. So, but here's the opportunity that presented itself when I was goofing around with the map. I better take this opportunity. I have just enough money to buy this plot here. Just enough. But there's some buildings I can sell on it. So I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity, get just a little bit more land. You're like, oh no, I'm completely out of money. Well, I get it back and then some. I was debating if I should do this because it seemed kind of unfair, but it's not a lot of money. Like I say, I sell the house, I get that back. I sell this, I get another 20,000. But here's where I don't know if it's fair or not. I get almost $100,000 if I sell that. I got quite a bit of money to play with. But I think I'm going to take it. That way I can progress things a little bit. So now, I found a really cool, nice big sheep barn. I think we're going to go all out with sheep. Where is it? This one. I can do 300 sheep. It's a nice big red sheep barn. And it fit really nice here too. Was it one more click? There we go. I gotta be careful. Really, I got tons of money. Stop it. Little game glitch there. Yeah, I think I want to... I think that's about where I want it. Okay, I just got to make sure it's not... the fence ain't going halfway through a tree or something. Just got to make sure it placed down okay. It's looking pretty good so far. I think I got it exactly where I want it. I should be able to open these doors and drive through here. It's still got a nice 50s feel to it. It looks pretty good. Oh, them trees ain't clipping through, are they? Maybe just barely. Okay, I think we're okay. It looked like a nice place to plop down a nice big sheep farm. Okay, this is one of those where I do have to add water, but I'm not going to be running back and forth, yada yada yada, looking for water. So let me Save what I got progress so far because I like it. We need to plop down one of them little well thingamajiggies. I could do that one. That one didn't seem like it had the best flow though. Do I have any other water options? Nothing cheap. Alright, it took some doing, but I think I got it exactly where I want it now. Goofy thing. Could have been back maybe one, but can't be that fussy about things. Close enough. Alright, there's going to be a couple more things I want. For sure going to need a decent water tank. Well, it actually holds less. Now let's go with this one. What an ugly color. Let's make it the good color. There. That looks pretty decent. And to move bales around, I'll get this handy dandy little cart here. Oh, we need something to transport the animals. That only does 2. Ooh, we don't have a whole lot for selection here. Right. I did some research. That's probably the cheapest, but I like to be able to haul more than 9 animals. This one seems to hold the most. 12 at a time. Be even cooler to do 20, but this looks like something that would come from the 50s. I downloaded almost every animal trailer mod I could find. I think we're just going to have to go with one. I'll accept that. That'll haul some animals. Okay. Let's see, before I go any further, I better do my much needed, neglected equipment maintenance and fixing and cleaning here. I've been putting this off for too long. Get some wear and tear on this old stuff already. Well, I'm not sure how much hay I can get in there, but I'm going to stuff all I can in there before I bring my new sheepies home. Fill the wagon up and go from there. Yeah, I got them 2 items home. I don't know how much I'll use that little hand bale trailer, but I thought it'd be handy for moving a few bales around. It was only 60 bucks, why not? The most important thing, the water tank. I got the barn filled up with hay already. Oh, come on, truck boy. Maybe I might have to look into maybe upgrading Clunk Clunk here. I don't know. I don't want to spend that money too hastily. Oops, let's see, we don't want to bump my bales. Those are just extra bales. I figured no point in taking back. Might as well just... See, I should be able to back this right into the tight into the corner. Just leave it there and hook onto it and fill the water whenever it needs filling. Alright, this might take a little while. I thought that water spigot was free. What the heck? I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's still money. Well, maybe I'll go with it for now. I don't think I got any other water sources. $50 is $50, man. Yeah, I thought I could have swore that was free. Maybe this was the free one. Alright, let me do a redesign here. I want to see if this is the better one. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one here. Maybe this is the one I'm supposed to be using. Ah, it's better, and it even fills faster too. Gotta be careful which water spigot you use. I know I had a free one. There we go. I bought a nice variety. Nice mixed herd here. We got them all stuffed in there. Alright. Let's head home. We got sheeps. I may come back for another load. I don't know. Get 24. Not sure how many I should get. Think about it on the drive home. There you are, sheepy. Welcome to your new home. You want to get out of the trailer and into your pen, please? Alright. How you like your new home, sheepies? Will this do? Huh? I hope so. Let's see, maybe I get one more load and we'll start out with 24. And then we'll go from there. I don't want to get too much too fast. But 24 sounds like a nice number. Ooh, can I get out of here without bumping my hitch? I think I can. There we go. Ooh, I should probably check, make sure everything's happy here. Water full. We gotta wait for productivity. But yeah, I think we're all topped off. Good deal, good deal. Sheep and chickens are always easiest to start out with. Should make us some decent money. Hopefully we won't have to do as many contracts. Alright, now that I got all 24 sheep taken care of and contended with, I did clean the hay off of this field off camera. I noticed some of these smaller trees are getting a little bit annoying and in my way. I'm thinking about taking some of them out. I think I'll leave the bigger trees because I really don't have the equipment available to handle them. These I can cut up and I think they're small enough I can lift them. Might have to cut that one into more pieces. Either way, I put up a small sawmill over there to contend with the wood. So I don't have to do any delimbing or anything like that. I did manage to find a stump grinder that looks like it fits the era. It doesn't have a year, but it looks old enough, I think. Gotta have something to grind the stumps at least. So I think we're good there. Make it red, of course. brought several saws, different chainsaws, just so I can... Because at first I think, oh boy, I'm not even going to be able to cut these, but I can cut them. It's just going to have to leave one heck of a stump. But I think I'm going to leave the bigger trees for now. But yeah, I got various old chainsaws here. So I guess I run the tractor to the store and pick up my stump grinder. Where'd I leave the tractor? Oh, I left the tractor over here. Take out a few smaller trees and grind a few stumps, just clean things up a little bit. I also think I'm going to invest in a nice small 3-bottom plow. They each should be able to handle that with no trouble, I would think. If not, I do have plans to upgrade to an M here pretty soon. I'm just kind of stalling and hoarding my money at the moment. Just in case I want to buy more land or do something, you know, I'm being a little frugal at the moment to see how the money is going to pan out. So far this H is doing everything I need it to so far. But the second it can't, that's when we go get the M. Ooh, can I fit both on there? God, I hope I can. I'm gonna try anyway. Oh boy, this thing does not like to back up very nice. Just gotta get it on the trailer. Come on, baby. Ooh, tricky, tricky. Oh, I'll get it on there sooner or later. Just gonna take a little time. Doing that sketchy thing again. But hey, whatever it takes to get it home. It works. It's all fair game. The game's hard enough as it is. But it works.
Well, what are they going to do if they catch me? Give me a ticket?
You know what? I think you need to die first. Because you're kind of annoying when I'm trying to cut my lawn. Why is that saying red? Hold on, I gotta check something here first. Red means it usually just means it's gonna destroy it. Okay, that's green. Why is that one red? That must mean it's just too small to get anything out of it. Well, let's switch to the little saw. I guess if it disappears, it disappears. Oh, okay. Alright. I was hoping to get a little bit of lumber out of that, but that's alright. Let's see. Wouldn't mind letting the chickens have a little shade yet. This one's definitely got to go. We'll get rid of you. Hello. Can I pick it up? Yes, I can. Make some trees disappear here. Alright, I gotta make sure the stump grinder is gonna work. So it said 40 horse. H doesn't have 40 horse. If it's gonna struggle, then I think I might have to go get my M finally, but we'll see. Doing as much as I can to slip by. All this is experimental testing. Ooh, that opened up this field already pretty nice. I like it. I like it very much. Ooh, hello. Okay. Can this grind stumps? It sure can. Oops. Pick it back up. Okay, I can't move while it's running, but it does grind up the stumps. That's all it needs to do. I do want to save a few trees around here to keep things, you know, kind of shady and nice, but I think this one needs to go. Maybe that one. I'm not going to take out too many, but I definitely want to square, you know, get it so I can square the field up here. Let's see, let's use the chainsaw on this one. How about this chainsaw? I'm guessing I cannot pick you up. Nope, but if I cut you up in pieces, I should be able to. Let's see. How about there? Is that enough to... Sure is. That's all we gotta do, just so we can pick up the wood and get things cleaned up a bit around here. Yeah, I really haven't found a good proper loader or way to move trees yet, so we gotta do just enough, you know, just enough so we can... Ooh, I can pick that whole piece up, good. Just enough to get by. Just, you know, just clean things up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but just something, you know, just so I can get some work done around here. There we go. Well, that might be a little bit of a problem. I downloaded every vintage chainsaw, hatchet, you name it. These bigger trees, I just cannot cut low enough for the stump grinder. I can use the modern chainsaws. So unfortunately, until I advance, I don't think I can cut these bigger trees. That's a problem. A problem I'm not quite sure how to deal with it at the moment. Why you no fall? Thank you. Yeah, fall right on my tractor. Sure, why not? So, maybe until we get more advanced into time, I just have to accept my fate. I was able to pick them up. Why can't I pick them up anymore? Must be a little bit bigger tree. Alright, I'll continue on and see what I can do. Okay, we are back at it. I decided to plow this field up. Two things I did. I already bought this plow. I started plowing with it, but then I didn't save it, and I thought, you know what, it's so hard to get nice straight lines and have a nice square field, so I do have the hand tools mod. I'm just going to use this because it's, you know, it's so much easier to maneuver. Use this to establish my border lines. Then I'm going to finish plowing, you know, just to keep my field straight, establish my lines. I want to keep at least a tractor width here. So I think I can go one more, you know, just to take my time. Okay, that's as far as I want to go. You know what I mean? Just to establish lines here. It's so hard, you know, without GPS. It's the best solution I could come up with. Now I want to keep this nice and straight if I can. And just take my time. So, yep, just establishing a field. Alright, we got this all plowed up nice. Definitely got a few rocks to pick. Found a little flaw. I shouldn't say a flaw, but I learned that you cannot buy soil samples on your own self-made fields. Obviously 1950, I can't buy that soil sampler machine thing. So I gotta be a little careful how I do things. I'm thinking I'll be alright because this is just going to be a grass field. I'm just going to pick the rock, lime it, fertilize the crap out of it, and hope for the best without a soil sample. That's the best I can come up with. So we're just going to plant some grass here. Should make a nice grass field to keep my sheepies happy. Oh, I also added another storage facility for hay. This will hold over 1,000 bales. Because eventually, you know, this is a pretty big pen. Got to make sure we keep lots of hay stocked up. So we'll see how it goes. I think the next step is maybe lime right away. I don't know. I'm going to do the usual steps, whatever it takes to get that field fully fertilized, fully limed, fully whatever it takes. Just going to do everything that's required to make a good, solid grass field. Also took out a few of them smaller trees. Basically, I took out every tree that I could. These bigger trees just going to have to stay for now till I figure out something else or we go further into the future. Alright, we need spreader. Ooh, I'll probably have to run to town and get some lime too. Also bought this to pick the rock later. So we're slowly getting things established. Alright, I know I was going to be very, very, very strict with the rules, but this is one of those, this is a game limitation. I fast forwarded year 2022. I am going to get that soil sampler. I'm not going to pay for it. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's my logic behind it. I had no issue paying for, see, I can purchase soil information on these, so I'm just going to pretend that that thing doesn't exist, that I'm still purchasing, you know, because you still got to pay for the results as far as I know. So I'm only going to use it when I make my own fields and I can't purchase soil sample, you know what I mean, if I'm creating my own field or adding onto a field. That's the only time I'm going to use it. I'm not even going to show it. You're not even going to know it exists. It's just to get the data that I need. Otherwise, you, from what I read, if you don't use it, you get severe penalties because you don't get the pH levels right. All kinds of bad things happen. So I am going to buy it just to get the samples. You know, I mean, 1950s, you could call the Department of Agriculture and get a soil sample. They just come out with a mason jar and take a soil sample. So this is where I am going to make an exception to the rule, because we've got to have something to get that soil analyzed. It's either that or stop using precision farming. So that I am going to make an exception to the rule. Got to do something. In the meantime, I am going to get it disked and get all the rock picked. Get it ready for planting. Because from what I read, nitrogen levels and pH levels vary depending on the crop you plant. So I'm getting educated on how this precision farming thing works. So it sounds like before you lime or fertilize, you want to get the crop in the ground first. So we'll see if I'm doing this right. Just got a little bit of rock to pick. Do it by hand here. Alright, things are a little out of order compared to what you do in real life, but I got this precision farming thing figured out. You plow, you disc, you pick rock, and then you plant right away, which is kind of strange, I thought. But in order for the game to figure out which crop you know what I mean, to get the right amount, see, we gotta make sure we fold this. I made that mistake a few times. Make sure you shut this off before you But yeah, in order to get it right, you have to, you know what I mean. Then you lime after you plant. Then you spread your fertilizer, manure, and all that fun stuff. And then it gets it perfect. So I think I'm getting it all figured out finally. It's actually kind of fun once you got it figured out. It ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. Ugh, just bash into a tree, why don't you? And I like how implements automatically turn on and off with it, within reason. It's not exact, but it does a pretty good job. Keeps missing the corners for some reason. Okay, you have to change the way you're thinking here. You want everything green. So even though it looks like it missed spots, if you look in the lower left-hand corner, everything's green and the level is where it's supposed to be. So it only spreads when it needs to. So you got to change how you think a little bit when it comes to this. Okay, let's fold that up. So pH level should be perfect now. Yes, pH is perfect. Nitrogen, and it needs some manure. So I'm getting the hang of it. It's not that hard. You just got to change your routine. It's a little different, but not a lot. So I'm getting it down pat. Alright, let's just... I got things kind of scattered all over the place right now, but I will get things cleaned up and organized once I get this all figured out. Alright, hopefully I bought enough manure. And it won't be long. I got a brilliant idea for spreading manure. Or making manure. Alright. Okay, maybe the no rolling mod is working now. I don't know. All I know is pH level is perfect, nitrogen is perfect, everything doesn't say nothing about rolling. Grass field should be perfect. I did have to sneak into town, get one more bag of manure, or one more pallet of manure. So far we're keeping everything organic, we're getting things figured out. It's a different way of doing things, but I like it. So far I like it. I would like to do something about these weeds though. I wonder if I can do something about that. Alright, take a good look at this cultivator drag disc thing. This is where I'm going to make an exception to the rule again. I'm doing my absolute darndest not to do this. But with the mod limitations, sometimes you have to. Just to get a halfway decent weeder. 1955. Obviously something like this was available in 1950. So again, I'm going to do this as sparingly as possible, but sometimes you have to. It's a game. My game, my rules. There, at least I got something to get rid of the weeds. I tried this thing. This thing doesn't do... I think this only does potatoes. I started out with this thing, but that would have took me forever. So, alright, we'll put the year back to 1950. Okay, let's go retrieve. First I gotta put some pallets away and all that good stuff. Let's see, alright. Let me take care of this mess. Can I lift these? No, I cannot. Alright, I need Mr. Forklift. You, come here. Excuse me, chickens. Well, a couple things. My poor widow H couldn't handle this. So I finally got the Farmall M. Also, I'm not going to get rid of every little itsy bitsy weed, not without some kind of GPS or tracking thing, so there's going to be some weeds. I got rid of the majority of them, I think. Doing everything I think I possibly can do with the limited equipment I have. Alright, I think I better start getting things cleaned up and organized a little bit around here. And I think we can advance another month. Got 2 tractors now. Finally get to give the H a little bit of a break. Let's see, how are these guys doing? Probably ain't much of an update. Yeah, these guys are still... Alright, let me get things cleaned up, organized, put away. Let's see what the next day will bring us. What about contracts? I probably should keep an eye on that. I just don't feel like doing a contract right now, though. And you know what? I got almost $50,000 put away. You know what? I think I can survive most of the winter, and them sheep are going to start producing wool. Let's check on prices on that, though. Wool. Oh, how I missed the alphabetical order of FS22. Oh, there it is. Oh, peak price is in spring. Okay, okay. Alright. So we got quite a few months before we hit the peak price for wool. What about eggs? Oh, we definitely can sell eggs in a couple months, so... Alright, yeah, we as long as we got some kind of income. So we should be okay. Alright, let's get things cleaned up. Repaired. All that fun stuff.